We have a strategic opportunity on Pherkad Secundus, a fringe colony world. Quiet, forgotten, until now. High-confidence intelligence confirms a spike in dissident activity across the sector. Sons of Freedom broadcasts are appearing without authorization, coordinated, deliberate, and timed to exploit instability. This is not random unrest, it's targeted pressure. The transmission originates from a fortified outpost embedded within a civilian settlement. Local elements are sheltering the signal, while persistent Terminid activity provides natural cover. High Command has authorized a BLACK DIRECTIVE. Caladon deploy to Pherkad Secundus. Locate the transmission source. Terminate the broadcast at its origin, and any dissident are to be arrested or eliminated. I want to know who's speaking. I want to know why. Then I want the signal gone. BLACK DIRECTIVE OVERWATCH is a go.
Sending down support weapon.
Initiating FTL jump to the Pherkad system.
Pherkad Secundus. Another spot on the map. Another storm brewing under the surface. They say it's just dissidents and rogue signals, but it always is until it isn't.
FTL jump successful.
So, we've got a strategic opportunity on our hands.
Coordinates locked.
Do we? Always love that phrase.
Hellpods
It
prime.
usually means someone else made a mess and now it's my job to sweep it up.
Yes, Operative. We've identified multiple rogue transmissions originating from a colony outpost. There's growing unrest, dissidents emboldened by Sons of Freedom propaganda. They believe they can hide in the jungle, use the Terminid presence as cover. We've lost all contact with the northern settlement. The southeastern settlement has gone dark as well, with one exception. A lone broadcast hub remains active. A reinforced building in the southeastern corner of the eastern settlement. We believe it's operating on an older satellite relay. Your mission is to locate and neutralize that signal before it spreads further confusion. Be advised, Terminid presence is confirmed throughout this sector.
Understood. Do you ever stop and wonder what it says about us? That in the middle of these extinction-level events, we're still chasing each other. Bots don't ask why. Bugs don't hesitate. The Illuminate don't negotiate. They only want us erased. And here we are, hunting dissidents and rogue transmissions. Not traitors, not invaders, not hostile aliens. Just people. They call it freedom. Free to what? Die. Because if we don't stand as one voice, flawed, compromised, even less free than we'd like, then none of it matters. Not freedom, not truth, not ideology. And Valen Aris, a shadow in the signal. Funny thing about shadows, they only exist when there's still light left to block.
Operative, Super Earth does not wage war on people. We wage war on instability. Locate the signal, neutralize it. Historians can argue the finer points later, if there's anyone left to write it.
I resent their defiance, because I understand it. Fear dressed up as principle, hope masquerading as resistance. I've seen it before. People clinging to meaning when the ground is already giving way beneath them. If this signal is a lie, I'll end it. Cleanly. But if it's a plea for help, then someone down there still believes we're worth talking to.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Attacking map. Operator on the Helldiver Special Operations Channel. This is a blind call. If you're hearing this, you're not running public nets. That's intentional. I know how your comms work. I know who they send when signals don't behave. The northern colony didn't go silent because of dissidents. It was overrun. Terminids. A multiple breach event surfaced inside the habitat core. We lost the settlement in minutes. My sector, the southeastern outpost, isn't far behind. There's a stalker nest inside the perimeter now. We've barricaded ourselves inside a reinforced broadcast building. Old concrete, multiple floors. The satellite relay is still active. We can't extract. Every time we attempt to move, the stalkers respond. I've got civilians with me. Women, children. There's a shuttle on standby, but every attempt to reach it draws them in. I don't care about broadcasts anymore, or causes. Whatever pulled us into this isn't what's keeping us here. Someone fed us information, warnings, coordinates. None of it added up until it was too late. If you shut this signal down, we're finished. If you answer, maybe someone lives long enough to explain why this colony was meant to fail. That's all I have, Helldiver. Respond?
Copy that. Before we go any further, I need two things from you. You're transmitting on a Black Operations channel. That isn't accidental, and it isn't something you stumble into. So tell me who you are, and how you learned how to reach this frequency. Those answers matter. You also mentioned someone feeding you information, warnings, coordinates. Someone leading you off course. I'll be honest, that interests me more than your rebellion. I have very little patience for movements built on borrowed fear and promises of freedom, especially when the rest of humanity is fighting simply to exist. You don't get to fracture the line and call it hope. For clarity, my mission here is to locate and eliminate dissident transmitters, including yours. That mission still gets completed. But whether it ends with you telling me everything you know, or with silence and a hell bomb, depends entirely on what you say next. You have my attention. Speak carefully.
When I was part of the Helldiver Corps, my call sign was Bastion. 351st Wolf Battalion. I was a Helldiver. I stood in the defense of Super-Earth when Eagleopolis burned. I missed my extraction, comms damaged, Pelican lifted without me. I was left on the surface with a broken arm, no stims, out of ammo, and nowhere to go. I tried to survive anyway. I didn't last long.
So how did you make it off-world?
When I came to, I was in a medical unit aboard a civilian freighter. The ship belonged to Rojax. At first, I thought I'd been saved, and it took me a long time to realize the Helldivers were never coming back for me. There weren't real medical supplies, no military stims, just scavenged meds, improvised splints, and time. And that's when I learned something else.
What did you learn?
We were told stims weren't addictive. That was a lie. When they weaned me off, what little they had, I shook, burned up, couldn't think straight. The withdrawal hit harder than the injury. Pain stacked on pain. And while my body struggled to recover, all the while, Rojax talked.
Bastion, I'm outside your building now. Concrete's holding, broadcast array's still warm. You weren't lying. I've heard enough to understand how you got here, and enough to know you didn't come here looking to burn the world. That doesn't absolve what you became. It explains it.
Outside? What about the stalker nest?
Neutralized.
So what happens now, Helldiver? Because whatever this is, it feels like the end of something.
What happens next is simple. You open the door, we speak face to face. After that, we decide what survives this night.
I guess I don't have a choice but to trust you.
You don't. But I'm standing here when I could have erased this building from the map. That's me choosing restraint. Open it. We'll see if the trust holds.
You know my name. What's yours, Helldiver?
Special Operative Caladon. And Bastion. If you're really a Helldiver, you know what this means.
Gotcha. Yeah. Overwatch.
Then we understand each other. Now tell me, who is this Rojax you mentioned?
Rojax, leader of the Sons of Freedom. But we don't have time for that. I have a proposition for you.
Proposition? You should understand something first. I don't bargain with causes. I deal with outcomes.
You don't know what this is. This place is not just a hideout. It's the Sons of Freedom Beta Hub. And I have the access codes. You want to know about Rojax, the Sons of Freedom, the Source, Eris. It's all there. That, in my opinion, is a good outcome.
All right then. Let's talk terms. What's the price for this access? What is it that you want for me to forgive your sins?
I'm worn out. I'm done with all of it. I just want to leave. Take the people I'm protecting. Evacuate on the shuttle. I know I can't be forgiven for what I've done, but I can only hope this makes up for it in some way.
If I agree to this, I will need you to demonstrate your sincerity. I need proof. I will need you to uplink with Guardian of Justice. That is the only way this'll work.
If I do this, I need to know you won't leave us behind.
You have my word. If it's real, I'll draw every bug in this sector. That gives you time to escape.
Prep the uplink. Get ready to move. It's time to put this behind us.
Copy Bastion. Initiating handshake protocol.
Guardian Actual, begin. Initiate handshake link from uplink source.
Guardian Actual to Caladon. Handshake verified. Data stream is authentic. Upload confirmed.
So they lied about the Helldivers, about the camps, about everything. This is real. All right, time to move.
Oh, and Bastion, stay on comms. I want to know more about this, Eris.
Tagging map.
Truth never arrives clean. It comes limping in, covered in someone else's blood. Bastion didn't ask for mercy. That matters. Most men do. They beg. They justify. They drown you in reasons so you won't notice the fear. He didn't. He brought proof. That's the dangerous part. Proof. Doesn't care who you are, or what you want to believe. The Sons of Freedom talk about Helldivers like we're monsters. Executioners in capes. Weapons with legs. Sometimes, I wonder who taught them that. And sometimes I wonder how easy it was. Super Earth doesn't lie loudly. It lies efficiently. Still, when it matters, when the moment tightens and someone has to decide, it's always a Helldiver who shows up. Not for glory, not for absolution, just to finish the job. Bastion thinks this is the end of something. A confession. A clean break. It isn't. It's a door. And I just stepped through it. If Aris is real, if those lies were planted, not grown, then this war has a second front. And it doesn't wear a uniform. Good. I was getting tired of shooting what everyone else pointed at.
Caladon, we're moving. Transports are rolling now. We'll need 5 minutes to reach the shuttle. I have no words for what you have done here today.
Copy. I'm about to make a lot of noise. You mentioned a source. I would like to know more about that.
Footage. Recovered internal files. Truth enforcers opening fire into crowds during compliance sweeps. No warnings, no dispersal orders. Just live rounds into people who hadn't even started running. Work camps hidden under resource allocations. 12-hour rotations that never officially reset. They cycle people until their bodies give out, then replace them like equipment. Rations were cut in fractions so it wouldn't trigger alarms. Enough to keep them standing, not enough to keep them alive. People weren't executed. They were starved, slowly, so the reports would stay clean.
No, that isn't accurate. It can't be. Any dissidents detained are processed, relocated. Alive. Warm with 3 meals a day. And you have footage of all of that? Verified. Time-stamped?
That's what I uploaded to your ship. She was our primary source. The Sons of Freedom started with resentment. She took that resentment and twisted it into anger and hatred. She gave us access to reach more than we had ever hoped to reach. She showed us things we'd never seen. Files we were never meant to touch. She promised us the world. Truth without filters. Systems without locks. She became the architect of it all. The reason people listened. The reason they followed. And no one thought to take a second look.
She didn't radicalize you. She curated the movement. She didn't lie to convince you. She told you just enough truth to aim you. That's not a movement. That's a construct. And constructs don't happen by accident. I have seen this before. Did you ever talk to her directly?
No. Only through rojacks. Always encrypted. Always scrambled. Voice modulators. No fixed cadence. No tells. We thought she was a whistleblower. Someone leaking information to help us. To warn us. But now it all feels wrong. Like the truth was right in front of me. And I never saw it.
This isn't just the Sons of Freedom. They're a symptom. I've been tracking the same shadow across multiple operations. Different sectors, different factions. Same pattern. Information placed where it will hurt the most. Lies braided with truth. Just enough reality to make people act, without ever seeing who aimed them. Omega exists for this reason. Not pride, not secrecy, just clarity. We're loyal to the cause, but we're pragmatists. To defeat the enemy, we have to see the real one. The hand behind the pieces on the board. When wars stop making sense. When enemies stop wearing uniforms. When the damage starts from the inside. This is happening because someone learned the fastest way to break Super Earth isn't invasion. It's erosion. You weren't meant to win. You were meant to spread. And the moment you questioned it, the moment you brought proof, you stopped being part of the problem. Omega handles what comes next. And Bastion, you still have a choice. There's a way back from this.
I keep replaying it in my head. All the times we thought we were choosing something. All the moments it felt like we were finally seeing past the lies. And now I realize, we weren't uncovering anything. We were being shown exactly what we were meant to see. She didn't just give us information. She gave us a shape to put our anger in. A direction. A reason. I thought we were fighting back. That we were finally standing up for people who couldn't. But if this goes as deep as you're saying, then every step we took was already anticipated. Every move felt like ours, but it wasn't. I didn't see it because I didn't want to. Because believing we were right was easier than wondering who benefited. I don't know what redemption looks like. I don't even know if I deserve the word. All I know is I don't want to be used again. And I don't want anyone else pulled into this thinking they're choosing something when they're not. If Omega is really about seeing the whole board, then I won't look away this time.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch.
Seeing it doesn't
20
make you
seconds.
innocent, but it does make you dangerous.
Extraction
In the
complete.
right way.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Omega doesn't deal in forgiveness. We offer a path to set things right. You're a Helldiver, Bastion. And we've had many who fell, and found a way to serve Super Earth again. Get your people out. Stay alive. You'll see us again. And when you do, you'll become the instrument that pulls that shadow into the light.
I'd like that. Thank you, Caladon. Colonists all aboard. We're lifting off. I'm sending you this Echo 335 on the Delta band. I want to be of service again, so if you ever need me, or if Omega does, I'll answer.
Commander Law, this is Caladon reporting. Signal located. Broadcast hub secured and taken into custody. Dissident transmissions terminated. Local resistance neutralized without further escalation. Remaining civilians were evacuated by local elements. No additional Helldiver casualties.
Caladon, your mission parameters were clear. Terminate the signal. Arrest or eliminate the dissident leadership. You didn't do that.
I didn't. I shut the signal down by turning it into evidence. Guardian Actual verified the upload. Full integrity.
You made a judgment call on the ground.
I did as you taught me. The dissidents weren't the source. They were the delivery system. Eliminating them would have ended the noise, not the cause.
And High Command?
They'll see a terminated hub and a clean sector. What they won't see, unless we choose otherwise, is what was shaping it. I let one walk.
Who exactly did you let walk?
Former Helldiver, call sign Bastion. 351st Wolf Battalion. Broken, misled, cooperative. He surrendered the hub intact. Provided full access credentials. He identified the dissident leadership as Rojax, founder and operational head of the Sons of Freedom. Rojax acted as an intermediary, not the architect. He surrendered doctored records, transcripts, video, material designed to provoke outrage, truth braided with fabrication. And we have a live witness, a Helldiver, seeking redemption.
And the source?
One name surfaced repeatedly. Across files, across transmissions. Eris.
We've seen fragments of that name before. This is bigger than a cell. Bigger than a sector.
That's why I didn't pull the trigger.
You've complicated my report. But you've given me something I can work with. We can justify a delayed resolution. We can bury the deviation under results. Don't make a habit of this.
Wasn't planning to.
Stand by. Omega will take custody of the material. Rojax is to be flagged posthumously as dissident leadership. And Bastion, he stays off the books. And Caladon, if this leads us to the source, this shadow called Eris, you just found a thread that will allow us to finally get a step ahead.
Then we move. No more reacting. We take this fight to her.
Agreed.
The signal is gone, but the damage it left behind isn't. We came here to silence a voice. Instead, we heard the truth echo back. This war isn't just fought with claws and steel anymore. It's fought with doubt, with lies dressed up as justice. But shadows only win when no one stands in the light. Omega stands. Super Earth stands. And whatever's pulling the strings out there, it just learned something important. We're listening now.